welcome to my YouTube channel. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Road to 5k. I'm so proud to actually say that. When I was starting this channel, I never knew there would be a time, like I knew, but you know, when it hits you, when it's real, that actually we're close to 5k. I'm so proud of this, and I would love to achieve that milestone sooner rather than later. So please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Today's video is an addition to the CISA, my CISA journey. There's been quite an increase in the number of people who are watching my CISA videos. I don't know why, but I love it. And as a result, I've gotten quite a few questions on some of my videos, and today I wanted to cover a few, but I've actually realized instead of rushing it, let me cover this main question because it has a lot of things to touch on and I didn't want this video to be too long. So the question I'm referring to specifically was posted by Mathayo 5 days ago, Mathayo Josfat. So you asked, how do you maintain your CISA certification? And I realized I actually haven't covered this. So my last video on CISA was on how to obtain the qualification, but not how to maintain it. So this was long overdue. So I will walk through the key elements of maintaining your CISA certification. And of course, if you have any questions, make sure, as you can see, I do read the questions, and the next video for CISA might be a dedication to you. If you see me looking down, I have taken some notes. I do not want to miss anything, and I do not want to misinform you. So for you to maintain your CISA certification, the easiest thing that you will know, because when you're becoming when you are qualifying, you do need to make a payment anyway, is there is a payment annually to maintain your certification. So you do not need to be an ISACA. So for those of you who do not know, CISA is part of ISACA, is one of the certifications offered by ISACA. However, you do not need to be a member to maintain your certification. You do not need to be a member to do the exam. The only difference is the amount that you pay, and of course the resources that are available to you. So I would encourage you to be a member, just because there are many other perks to it, but I won't cover that in detail just yet in this video. But yeah, if you are a member, then the annual fee is actually $45. But if you're a non-member, then it's $85. So literally about double the amount. But if you are not keen to maintain your ISACA membership, but you want to make sure you still remain CISA qualified, then you just need to make that annual payment. And then in addition to that, you do need to maintain your CPE. You need to at least have 20 CPEs annually, and then every 3 years you need to have at least 120. So that averages about 40 credits a year. But you can't decide, like, at least in 1 year, in a 12-month period, you only need to at least show that you have achieved 20 CPE credits. So CPE is basically continuing professional education. It is a common thing with any qualification, most qualifications like ACCA, and basically ones where the main aim behind it is to make sure that you're up to speed with what's happening, because you did your exam, your one-time exam, but that doesn't mean that you will remember things, and also things change. So it's just to make sure that you are since you're claiming to be accredited, right, in that area, that you're up to date with different changes, key topics that are happening, emerging technologies, whatever. So it's just a way for you to keep up with what's going on that's relevant to that, someone who is accredited in that area. So ways in which you can achieve your 20 credits. So you can do this by attending conferences, you can do this by attending webinars, and a lot of the webinars are actually free. And you can find these webinars. I'll make sure I put a link to the ISACA website where I found this material, so that you can explore and see where you can find which webinars you're interested in. To be honest, because I only achieved my CISA membership last year, I haven't really had to keep up with CPEs just yet. This year will be my first year, so it is in my interest that I do start attending these webinars, and actually signed up as I was preparing for this video. I signed up for one in April that was to do with breaking down ChatGPT. I'm sure a lot of you have heard a lot about ChatGPT, and I was just like, oh wow, so I don't even need to Google ChatGPT. I can just attend a webinar that breaks this down for me. So that just shows you that the webinars are quite relevant to what's going on, to key topics, trending topics that are in the IT and risk sector. So you might want to keep up with them. It's in your own interest, and also while you're at it, you will achieve a CP credit that will count towards your annual requirement. Also, you can do on-demand learning, so additional learning, and all these you can find on the ISACA website. You can do volunteering. This was something that I found quite interesting, that you can volunteer, and as part of that, achieve your credits. So ISACA has a foundation, ISACA Foundation, and as part of that, you can maybe join the mentorship scheme, or you can volunteer as a speaker. There are different opportunities that you can take advantage of in the volunteering arena for you to gain your credits. And I think this, I was tempted to talk about it in detail in this video, then I realized, you know what, this deserves its own separate video about what are the volunteering opportunities with ISACA Foundation and how they can benefit you in terms of attaining credits. But even sometimes it's for you to be respected as a subject matter expert in an area. So if you were maybe to get a speaking engagement on one of their chapter, so you know, when you become an ISACA member, you do become part of a chapter, so that depends on your geographical location. So depending on events that are happening, it could even be online, so geography isn't a limitation anymore. But some of these things, I will cover. I will make a different video covering the volunteering that you can do with ISACA and the benefits that come with that, just in case you're interested, and also for my own education, because one thing I do appreciate about this platform, for me to be able to even give this information to you, I do need to do a bit of research, because some of the things, yes, they are right there and they're at my fingertips because I went through it just right there and then, but some of these needs me to expand my knowledge, and I am so interested in also knowing these opportunities myself, so I look into it and come back to you with a video as well. So once you have paid your $45, if you're a member, and once you've attained your 20 CP credits, the only other requirement that you need to show and make sure you maintain, for you to maintain your certification, is for you not to have any compliance issues. So just make sure as you go on your day-to-day work, then you just need to make sure you are sticking and complying with the auditing standards, because of course, you know, CISA is Certified Information Systems Auditor, so most likely you are being involved in some sort of audit in your workplace. Maybe not, maybe this is not relevant for you, but if you are basically subject to any standards, because either you're auditing and even just your professional ethics. So ISACA has a code of professional ethics. So as long as you're compliant with both of those, and you've made your payment and you've achieved your credits, that's all you need to do every year. Then every 3 years, you need to boost. So not just 20, you'll need to do an additional amount of credits, but that's fine. That's about 30 you need to do in addition at that point. So you can choose to just break them down and just do at least 30 every year, or 40 every year, so that in your third year you're not trying to achieve all of them at once. But that you can decide to deal with that headache at that point in time. But just to avoid taking it like it's an admin task, and it's something I'm challenging myself as well, look out for those emails when they send out that there's a webinar coming out that might interest you. Take advantage of those events. Just do it on a proactive basis, and then it will feel less of a chore of, oh, this is the end of the year and I need to attend 5 webinars to achieve my credits. It becomes less of a chore and actually something that adds value to your life, adds value to your career. Yes, and I am taking on that challenge, because I won't lie to you. Once I achieved the qualification, I would see the emails and I'm like, do I need to, or probably sometimes I'll read the emails, but now I will, because I've realized, it's already March going on April, and I do not want to wait till December to try and start attending 20 events at once just to achieve my credits. All right, let me know if you have any questions. I hope that was useful for you. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. No, actually, I'm filming this on Sunday. That's why I'm saying that. I hope you enjoyed your week, because by the time you see this, it will be on Friday, because I tend to upload every Friday at 2 p.m. If I do not crucify me. I'm trying, but most of the time it will be Friday at 2 p.m. So see you next week. Bye.